That's what it gets down to in terms of the misconception. It's you're being there for them rather than you're
doing something to them
and you need them.
Yeah,
it's just,
that's right.
You're doing something for them.
That's right. And there are styles of hypnotherapy where the hypnotist is trying to do something, like they're sort of trying to plant the seed. So generally people who are trying to do things like quit smoking or lose weight or something like that, the hypnotist is trying to kind of do something. So the client lays there silently while the hypnotist is sort of telling their subconscious, you don't need this thing anymore, you don't want this thing anymore. But that type of hypnosis is actually generally ineffective over time. Unless you keep going and going and going. And the reason is if you don't address the cause of the behavior, whether the behavior is addiction or the behavior to food or to cigarettes or whatever, if you don't address the cause, no amount of subconscious reprogramming is going to long-term help that person without constant reinforcement. So, I mean, that's great if your goal is to have clients come back over and over and over again.
Right.
The type of hypnosis I do is the opposite of that. So if I'm doing my job the right way, I will only see somebody once. They will come once. We will go deep and go all the way down. And what we're trying to do is uproot the causes. And in the framework of spiritually focused hypnosis, those causes are always of a spiritual nature. So they might come from your experience, but they sit at a deep core level, okay, that ends up tied up with your identity. And what we're doing is we're trying to dig all the way down, find out what the root cause is for whatever these behavior patterns and stuff are that you're trying to let go of. And when we address the root, then the behavior can't survive. And you don't cycle through anymore because the pattern's been broken. And it hasn't been broken because I told you it's broken. It's broken because you found out why you were doing it in the first place. And then you understand that and can integrate that into your knowledge of yourself and into a new way of being that doesn't rely on those behavior patterns.